Yes, indeed, folks, the illusion of choice. Time where we pick the last topic of the show from your emails, and we might talk about it. I like this one. This is topical. Topics are always good when they're topical. Yes. See? I'll make you a topic you can't refuse. So, here we go. To the angry, nasty host of shows.
You dare look upon the host of souls! I shall devour you all!
Who lives in the mountains? I don't actually have that sample, so you're not getting it. As you have remarked, being an MMO champion reader, no doubt you know about the AVR mod posted there earlier this week. Now, it's a fantastic mod, and I'm loving it, but it does raise the question, when do add-ons go too far? And do too helpful add-ons have a detrimental effect on the skill of the players as they become too reliant on them? As happened when D-Curse was removed and Chroma went from free kill to nigh on impossible. Can I get a shout out to my guild Ancient Prophecies for being my guild, my friend Evok for helping me not suck at StarCraft 2, and a special shout out to Bobby K, Blizzard, for making 25-man's untenable in Cataclysm. Ha! Yeah, right. You can have it anyway. You're allowed to express your opinion. You're just wrong. Right, okay. It's a really good question. A really, really, really good question. When do they go too far? I suppose the logical way to say it initially would be the time they go too far is when Blizzard says they go too far. So when they say, this add-on is not kosher anymore. In the meantime, pretty much game on for almost everybody. Now, in my personal opinion, it goes too far when it successfully removes the enjoyment and challenge from the fight. There are certain things that should be part of Blizzard's UI already. A lot of things have been implemented, things like threat meter, things like unit frames. That kind of thing was not in the UI initially. Things like scrolling combat text, again, not in the UI initially. Now what that says to me is that Blizzard realizes the point and the purpose behind mods, and that their UI is not perfect. Now, they're also going to try and improve their UI in Cataclysm. But as to when mods go too far, it's such a subjective thing. Some people are okay with certain mods and some people aren't. And that has to come down to a personal choice as well as a guild choice. Personally, I will use mods that make my life a bit easier and make it easier to absorb information. That's mostly what my mods do. I mean, things like KSK, for instance. KSK is a way of managing my guild Suicide Kings list. It makes things very convenient. That's a cool mod. But then you've got things like the Blood Queen mod, which we use, but you've got to wonder at that point, is it the mod that's wrong for making the encounter easier, or is it the encounter that's wrong for requiring the mod to begin with? Now, I think when people actually read the mechanics of the Blood Queen fight, they realized from the very start that someone was going to come up with a mod to trivialize the idea. Now, the idea behind that fight is that you will occasionally get bitten by the Blood Queen. You'll get a curse, and you'll do more damage. But after about a minute or so, you will have to bite somebody. You will have to bite another member of your raid. Now, to do that, and to do it properly, you've got to make sure that you bite someone who isn't already cursed. Now, the mod automatically assigns that based on a list that you set up. So if I set up my guild, say in this mod, and I set up an order, and the first person to get bitten will then be told, you are going to go bite this guy, and the mod will tell them to do that, and they go do it. Now, there is a level of difficulty and challenge in coordinating that without a mod. However, to me, it seems like a pretty dumb mechanic to begin with. And, especially in 25-man, the sheer chaos and nonsense of trying to find a very specific person without being told by a mod where to go is a pain in the ass. Is that a good mechanic? It isn't really, though, when you think about it, is it? If a mechanic can be entirely trivialized by a mod, then I've got to ask how good that mechanic was to begin with. There are some mechanics that no matter how many mods you have are still going to kick your ass. They are good mechanics. They are solid mechanics. There are, say, mods that can make the mechanic clearer. They can make it more obvious. They can help you manage your information better. But they can't make it not kill you. That's the most important thing. And to be honest, I don't really have anything else to say on this matter. It's a personal choice. It's a choice between you and your guild as to what you want to use. Now, if you are going for world firsts and things like that, then obviously you're going to use every advantage you can possibly get. Now, when Blizzard decides to declare this is a bad mod, then fine. I think everyone can happily accept that if Blizzard says so, then that's just the way that it is. Otherwise, hey, use whatever the hell you want. I don't really have an opinion on the matter beyond that. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Total Biscuit. You have been listening to Blue Please here on CynicalBrit.com. Thank you ever so much for listening. As always, you have been a fantastic audience. Go check out the rest of the shows. Got Gaming the System that's going to be on Sunday. And we've also got the one and only Shoutcraft on Saturday. Hope to see as many of you there as possible, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be giving away some more beta keys. And hopefully you're just there for the entertainment. But hey, I'm absolutely fine with bribing the hell out of the listeners with a chance to win beta keys. Shout out time, ladies and gentlemen. Send them on in to the Murloc at CynicalBrit.com. That is the Murloc at CynicalBrit.com. Alternatively, you can send me a message on either the IRC or the Tiny Chat. Send it over, or you can tweet me, ladies and gentlemen. That is twitter.com/TotalBiscuit. Person asking when Shoutcraft is 5 p.m. British Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern on tinyurl.com/Shoutcraft on Saturday. That's the way you do it, ladies and gents. That is the way we do it. Okay. Let's do some shout-outs. A shout-out to Illuminati of Kulturas EU for just being awesome. That's from Frostshock, yeah. A shout-out to Navarix for being made a fail. That's from Anders Thunberg. Wow, we really have two sides of the spectrum this time, don't we? I'm a level 64 troll hunter, says Kevin Lewis. Well, congratulations. Here's a pat on the head. And I'd like a shout-out for my beautiful wife, Angela, that I love, exclamation point, number 11111. Well, she certainly doesn't love you after that, I can guarantee. Shout-out to Marduk, who I will be having plenty of discussions about these changes with later. That's from Black Book. I am entirely fine with you guys discussing your opinions. You are happy to hold them. I'm totally cool with it. Go post on the forum about it. Hold whatever the hell opinion you want. I don't care. Just don't force it on me. A shout out to the Murky on the turntable. That's from Dip. A shout out to me for dining 14 IRL tomorrow, and to my guild Knights of the Round at Ultimate US. Wow, it's a 14-man raid on Sean Caster's table. It's crazy. A shout out to Prestige from Ray. A shout out to Grey Wolf Tribe on Earthen Ring. That's from Cradilius. And a shout out to Prestige from Ray. Wait a minute, I just said that. I'm going to have to make that a nice little running joke. A shout out to Senseline, my girlfriend, for being awesome. That's from Rukan. An epic 2, please. Yes, I did just say it. Yes, quite. What else have we got? A shout out to Himatile. Himatile? Yes. Himatile, guild leader of the Honorbound, for being awesome. That's from Blood Guzzler. That will... I'll give you cancer, you know. Seriously, blood is carcinogenic like that. A shout out to me for getting StarCraft 2 beta sometime next week. It's from Sim Mass. And let's see what else we've got. Plenty more. Oh, yes, plenty more. A shout out to the Dutch Queen, being able to celebrate her birthday without being half run over some. That's from Abatas. Yes, indeed, that's always nice. A shout out to Angelo, just like every week. That's from Onin. And a shout out for Nymph for dinging my 7th level 80. You're crazy. Please go play another game. Can I also get a shout out for giving 2 of my friends Left 4 Dead and playing a lot with them so they can learn the game. Okay, I suppose that counts as a different game. And a shout out to Batman bin Superman, the best minifig in the LEGO Universe beta. I have literally no idea what that is. That's from Dunkirk. Right, I am out of here, ladies and gents. You have been fantastic as always. Thank you ever so much for listening. And if you missed any of this show, feel free to catch it on iTunes and the archives on CynicalBrit.com. You know what I fancy? Fancy a bit of Bad Company 2. Anyone wants to come on down and play some Bad Company 2 with me? I'm going to take a 10-minute break, and then I'm going to head on the Bad Company 2 server. So you want to come on down, please, by all means. And last but by no means least, I want to give a shout-out to everyone that's in the video wall. I want to give a shout-out to that spinning Murky, that empty chair, that token black guy who is somehow in this channel and seems to love heavy metal, which is really good. He's got an epic beard as well, so I suppose I can be happy about that. He is a good contrast to my pasty white geek skin. Also, Black Book, who has a giant hat and a Bloodstock t-shirt. Avatar is wearing some kind of basket on his head. Vainlash is taking down Festagut by the looks of it. Noob. Isapara I have nothing to say about that guy, other than the fact that he seems to be giving the horns to the channel. You're doing it wrong. You don't stick your thumb out, you knob. Mini F is apparently some kind of Mexican terrorist. Chudboy05 seems to be awfully bemused by the entire thing. And Cradulus is, in fact, LARPing Metro 2033. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's been Total Biscuit. You've been listening to Blue Please. You are a fantastic audience. I will catch you next time, same place, same channel, Fridays at 7 p.m. for the pre-show. British Standard Time's 2 p.m. Eastern with the main show, the main event, 1 hour afterwards. I am out of here, folks. We shall end it with some epic. Yes, I did just say epic. Good night.
Epic.